Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's Friday. So if it's Friday, I must be D-Real. That's Theo-B over there. And this here is Friday Vibin. What up, Theo? What up? What's
Man,
cracking?
it's you know the name of the show is called Friday Vibin, but I just
It
want to
is.
let folks know I looked at what we getting ready to talk about. I'm gonna do my damn, and mind you, this ain't me. I didn't come up with this him. So if anybody crash out tonight, it ain't me. I didn't write. I didn't. These are not my talking points for tonight. They're his. They're his. So
I had a chance to diffuse myself.
okay, okay.
So I probably won't crash out because I've had enough time to look at it and go, get all my rage out. So
Right, right,
so that
right,
I'm
right,
not
right.
raging
Okay.
here.
Well,
We got a lot going on.
I'm I'm gonna
And
do my
like
best to
I
keep
said,
it. I'm gonna do my
right?
best to be
Well,
more. I'm gonna do my best to be more you tonight.
okay, then there'll be two of us. And
Oh man.
as my brother is often want to say, we here for a good time, not a long time. Got to go pick the missus up at the airport, so
Yeah.
understand. But that don't mean we ain't gonna have time to vibe. Like for instance, the first thing I wanted to vibe about, and please tell me if this is just me. Okay, it might be a lot of people. Um, outside of Seattle or New England, who's excited about the Super Bowl? I mean, and I don't say that as a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I say that as a football fan.
I mean, I think okay. I think okay to a degree that's fair. As far as like your team ain't playing.
Right.
Like if your team ain't playing, your team ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
what's the draw? Well, so if I say to me, college football is more exciting than professional football. If I say that, right? And if
In
I
most
then
cases, in a lot of cases, it is.
right, and if I then say professional football ain't as exciting as it used to be.
That would be a true statement as well.
So now you add into we're in this day and age of modern technology. I might have something going on to better myself that ain't got nothing to do with the Super Bowl. If my team ain't playing.
Yeah, more videos get done.
They had to. Because watch this. I'm not, the Super Bowl ain't doing nothing for my team, not in it, right? I'm not getting paid for nothing. And social media has shown me various other ways I can make money. As a matter of fact, YouTube said, Theo, just talk about the Super Bowl this week. Do a video talking about the Super Bowl.
I didn't see one.
You feel me? Like I'm being told to make money, not if no, I'm being so I think I don't think you're wrong in what you're saying. I think there's more to it than that, but definitely I think that plays a role. Definitely. Your team ain't in it.
Is it like that year when the Rams and the Bengals played in the Super Bowl?
It depends. And the reason why I say that depends. They say styles make fights, right?
Right.
I want to see both offenses. So I actually watched that one. I want to see both offenses. You know, Joe Burrow go back to LSU days with him and everything like that. Matthew Stafford, Georgia Bulldog. I want to see what it looked like. Jalen Ramsey was there, and I think the brother that played defensive tackle, I think he retired right after the Super Bowl. So I definitely want to see.
Aaron Donald. Aaron
Yeah,
Donald.
yeah, Aaron Donald. So there were a lot of contributing factors there for me to want to see that and everything like that. But I can't necessarily tell you because this would be the bill. This would be the Patriots versus the Seahawks, right?
Correct.
Ain't I done seen this before?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
here we go. Not knocking
That-
nobody. Not knocking nobody. But I didn't ask for the sequel, if that makes sense. Because I don't think you're going to be able to top the first one.
Well, given who was on the team at the time versus who was on the team right now,
Right.
It's a whole different ball of wax.
It is, but okay, these Seattle Seahawks ain't that Seattle Seahawks. Like Beach Bowl.
Definitely not.
You know, so and this Patriot team is not, that's not Tom Brady's squad.
That
so
is not.
Or
Bill Belichick.
Right. So it makes for what almost, aside from the name brand, if that's what you want to go along with, it looks like it's gonna be a boring Super Bowl.
Okay. All right. Well, we got at least one football fan in the Rock With Me Nation, and he will always voice his opinion.
Paul Martin.
I didn't have to say the name. So here you go. Bam. He said, Theo, in all fairness, your Steelers played the Cowboys 3 times in Super Bowls.
And each one was exciting. And what's your point? All them Hall of Famers. I think that's proof in the pudding. You don't know nobody on these damn teams. You Drake May, stop it.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is like the leading receiver in the league, or one of the leading receivers. But Sam Darnold, that's the thing that's got me like, every dog have his day. Good dog have too.
To your point, and I want to help Mr. Martin out. So with the Steelers and the Cowboys, I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. Huge respect for what they got going on. So I got a Hall of Fame coach, Tom Landry.
Okay.
Roger Staubach kept Mr. Captain comeback. Like you, Mr. OG, you don't want him having the ball in his hands with the last 2 minutes left to go in the game. Not that dude. Mr. Navy, NFL Hall of Famer. Hollywood Henderson. Ed for Too Tall Jones.
Harvey Martin on the other side.
Thank you, big bro. See how you see? I like that blind tag. There you go.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And I do believe Everson Walls was
Everson Walls, bro. Their defense was known as the Doomsday defense. They ran a flex defense. We ain't seen that since. You mean one person on, one person off, one person on, and it worked? Yeah. Hold on. We played them 3 times. I don't necessarily call that give me game that Neil O'Donnell gave to them as us playing them, Mr. Martin. I don't. Larry Brown. Larry Brown was in Jobu before Njobu was in Jobu, as in who in the is Larry Brown. I ain't never seen a cornerback become the NFL, the Super Bowl MVP, and be out the league a year later because a quarterback threw an out route where there was no out route, not once, but twice. And the corner didn't break on the ball, Daryl. Larry ain't broke on the damn thing. Larry was like, well, damn, right here. But anyway, I digress. The fact that they beat the Cowboys, they wasn't bad. They just ran up against the Steelers. When Terry Bradshaw and them was there, that's all that was. That's all that was. They wasn't bad.
And they already had an offense. So it's a lot of people in here tonight that are kind of football fans. Diesel said, my Bears ain't there, so I'm whatever on it.
There's no right or wrong answer. And that's the thing. You would, if you want to watch it, you watch it. If you're going to get something from it, you're going to get something from it. Honestly, I'm of the mindset the most interesting thing about this particular Super Bowl is the halftime show.
I'm here for the commercials.
Hey, I'm like this. I saw somebody today saying, I don't know why we just can't get country music. What? You didn't got country music before. Did you hear us complain?
Yeah. That's a nice segue into the next subject coming up. But let me read the question.
Did you ask the New Kids on the Block?
Hell no.
Did we? Was they there? Was they there?
They were there.
Okay. Haven't we got Macy Day parades, bands playing during halftime? Did you ever ask for that? We went along with it.
It's a bunch of stuff went on at the Super Bowl. I ain't asked for.
Right. I'm sitting up here like, first and foremost, like this, I'm not spazzing. This ain't my crash out moment. Football is an integrated sport.
One would think.
And I don't know, is it because I'm sitting up here like, if you only want, because Americans come in a lot of different flavors. You dig what I'm saying? We come in a lot of different flavors. You feel me? And so if you saying because what you're saying is you only want vanilla flavor. What are you not confused, conflicted when you be rooting for your team?
That's what I tell people all the time. Because I'm like, it's some dark skinned people on my team I like, and it's some pale people on my team I like. I can't afford to be biased.
I don't know how you do that. Like
that. Anyway,
you remember what was it? You remember the movie Harlem Nights?
Of course.
And you remember when Buddy walked into the ring, he said, "Don't take this ass whooping personally."
Yeah, I remember that.
And remember, they say, "Ding ding." Buddy came in, pop pop. Everybody over here stood up.
Yeah.
Buddy shrugged his shoulder like this here, pop 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 pop. Everybody over here stood up. Do you know I cannot imagine the amount of mental gymnastics you got to play to root for your favorite sports team.
That part. Big Ronnie in the house. Ronnie J said, even though my Philadelphia Eagles ain't in it this year, I'm still gonna watch the Super Bowl because I'm a football fan.
I ain't mad at that.
Fair enough.
I watched Miami.
Paul Martin is, check this. Paul Martin say, I think some Jets and Viking fans are going to want to drink and drop F-bombs because they squandered Darnold's talent. Yeah. Sam Darnold getting the last laugh. Hey, the Jets. Now, I ain't going to go on a rant. I promise. How many good-ass picks, have the Jets got? In the past, let's go the past 3. No, let's go the past 5 years. They done got, it's the coaching. Period. It's the coaching.
So, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to address what you just said before I forget. I like football too. I'm a football fan. I watched Miami play Indiana in the national championship game. Georgia was not done.
Okay. Indiana was steamrolling folks anyway.
Yeah, but so what was this part again now?
Darnold.
So football, because I kind of look at the Steelers, and you're gonna appreciate this as a Kansas City Chiefs fan. You get the offensive coordinator, who just happens to be the head coach. The head coach just happens to be the offense coordinator. And he's not a bad play caller. He was in Philadelphia. He just hit a wall. But we're not sitting up here saying Andy Reid can't call plays. No, we're not going to do that. Every quarterback he's had over there in Philadelphia has succeeded. Right? And so you want to do something with your franchise. Defense wins championships, but you got to score. Points put butts in seats. That's what that is. Nobody cares about boring football. Folks will come watch you lose if you play exciting football. This is when I point out the difference between the Steelers And the Chiefs, they play an exciting brand of football. Even though you might feel like they're out of it, the style, brand of football, they got a chance. That's what you feel. You got a chance. Steelers get down by 7-10 points. You're like, oh Lord.
Oh yeah, been there. That's that heart attack football. I don't like watching heart attack football. I watch it, but I don't like it.
You can watch. You can be a Kansas City Chief fan, be down 10-0, be like, game ain't over with. And you saying it with confidence, like, man, this game ain't over with. Shit.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we ain't done. 2 scores? Oh, pish posh. That's nothing.
You sit up there as a Steeler fan going all the way back before Ben Roethlisberger retired. Like I'm talking about 3 years before he retired. You sitting there for like, oh my God, if they put up 10 points, we're in trouble. So the Jets, and I said I like to say this. Either you got to hire a head coach that's offensive minded, or you gotta hire, somebody gotta make sure they're hiring an OC that's like that's what you got to do, because they compensate for one another. And if I'm looking at the Jets, their coaching habits, and it starts from the bottom. I'm gonna say from the top to the bottom. Ownership, trash. Management, trash, which is going to lead to coaching being trash, which is what you get, trash. You know, you're not going to make me believe that your boy Aaron Rodgers couldn't have succeeded in New York, not with that coaching. Justin Fields actually went backwards this year. Think about that for a second. He went back. His development went back from what it was last year. And you had a coaching staff invested in his development. Justin Fields has only had one coaching staff invested in his development, and it was the one he had in Pittsburgh.
Enough said. Grand Madam said, hey, Grand Madam, how you doing? What else we got? Kamayo is listening in. He is he's probably somewhere else where he cannot see us, but what is up, brother? Glad that you are in the building.
We here, big dog. We here.
Can we can we get to this tough subject real quick?
Go ahead, big dog. We talk?
So we can move forward, and I can get this off my chest. And I don't sound too crazy. Now, you have to have been under a rock or in solitary confinement to not have seen the images that the president of the United States of America.
No, let's you know what? No. The president of the divided states. We not gonna give him no title he ain't earned. We gonna give him the one he's proud of.
Did you hear the America? That's not a C. That's 3 Ks. But we're moving up.
Yeah. Oh well, hold on, Daryl. If you're gonna do it, you got to do the tongue roll. The president of the United States of America. You got to get that. Yeah, that Arthur Kitt thing with it.
Oh, I like Paul Martin's feces in chief. Anyway, my man posted a picture, well, not a picture, but it was AI of former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle, and he depicted them as primates. There were other politicians who were depicted as well, but check it out. Didn't nobody pay no attention to none of that. they only focused, zeroed in on that because that was the goal, to get you to focus on that. Question.
What's up with them
How
FJ
long? How long? That too. How long? How long has Barack Obama?
Nine. We did the math.
9 years since Barack Obama has been president, but you still got his name in your mouth.
Like a nutritious breakfast.
Like a nutritious breakfast.
Yes.
Why you are either the president is either A, petty, B, simple-minded, C, vindictive, or D, all of the above.
I like this one. Can I go with obsessed? You obsessed with this caramel, ain't you, big dog? Yeah, I know what it is. You over here jocking my wife. Yeah, I know Michelle got a nice one. I know Melania looked like she could fall through a Cheerio at the end of a damn day. I know, we know.
Yo, non-movie making ass wife.
Listen, we know what it is. Omarosa not there. She gone. The two sisters that was there for him before, they gone. So he ain't got it no chocolate. Tim Scott is looking at him like, bro. But when you Tim Scott looking at you sideways, bro, it's what it is. And I get it. You know what it is?
Tim Scott is super Tom. Super.
Here's what this is. His father, and I'm telling the Rock With Me Nation, that's crossing the Mason-Dixon line for me. I ain't got no more talk. Come on, let you know. I'm keeping a travel size of talcum powder or Johnson & Johnson baby powder with me everywhere I go, because I just never know when the need is going to be there. Right. But I'm going to say it like this. If you're the person that embraces that type of mindset, it says a lot that I'm always on your mind. You go to sleep, you think about me. You wake up, you think about me. You go to church, you think about me. You with your woman, you think about me. You with your man, you think about me. You eating your food, you wish you could cook like me. In so many ways in which I don't give two damns about you. Like that's what
at all. I don't give it that much time. Grand Madam said the Orange Menace finally admitted that he has a younger staffer posting his late night posts. Yeah, but he ain't telling that staffer, no, we shouldn't do that. But okay. All right, whatever. And yes, you are absolutely right, Grand Madam. The Obamas live rent-free in his demented mind, because that's that kind of stuff. You just keep bringing it up. There ain't nothing you can do about it. It's gone. It's done. You still
now let me say this. Can I add this in here, Daryl?
Yeah.
So, ironically enough, it's a week ago today. Ironically enough, it's a week ago today. Now, for those of y'all that are tuning in that know what I'm getting ready to say, I'm gonna do my best to be diplomatic when I say it. To those of y'all that don't know, those that do know will tell you. So, the action figure community. Something sitting out there last week. Grown men chop it up. One grown man is like, hey, be careful out here in these streets. My brother Darryl would like to say, it's sharks out here.
And they circling like a mug.
You know what I'm saying? I would be one of them dudes that, low key in the crowd, and you got one dude, he about to get his head handed to him, and you be like, damn, Theo, why did you drag him out, man? Why you close, man? He's still human at the end of the day. Come on, man.
That's what you supposed to say. Paul Martin saying in regard to Tim Scott, not used to that kind of black. For him, We are there to entertain, make him money, or be a Steven. We sick, boss.
Shit.
Anansi in the building. He said, hey, everybody, while he mocks the Obamas and other black people, the universe is still going to deal with him when it's ready. He's running out of time. And I hope you're right, Anansi. I hope these Democrats don't cave when it comes to midterm. I hope these Democrats are ready to kick him in his motherfucking chest.
Here's the thing, Daryl. Here's the thing, and I'm pretty sure Grand Madam Tarot can attest to this. It ain't got nothing to do with the Democrats. It's out of their hands. Folks aren't paying attention to the Democrats. They're moving off of him. And they're seeing him for who he is, which is the divider to this country that we don't need. Ain't nobody paying attention to the damn Democrats because we know there ain't too much difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. But so we're not concerned. We're not concerned about them. What I was going to say.
A lot of rhetoric. There's still a lot of rhetoric out there. Like, for instance, his popularity numbers are climbing. Yeah, because he constantly saying stuff. And the people that are programmed to believe it are believing it.
You got, based on what I see, most of his supporters would be on Twitter, and he would have a few on Facebook, some scatterings here and there on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads. But they're gonna lose the midterms. They're gonna lose the midterms. And if you don't think they're going to lose the midterms, the fact that he's trying to go above and beyond to fix the midterms right now, and it's February, he's been working on that since late January, they're gonna lose the midterms. He's seeing it for what it is, and it's his policies. Nobody wants to hear the divisive rhetoric anymore. Nobody wants his stormtroopers on the streets. Nobody. And I told you this. Folks didn't want to see it. They want to believe it for what it was. And this is why I applaud those of us that stayed home. I do. Those that said we need to go out in the streets and protest, no, we knew better. You deleted two folks you can't come back from. You deleted a white woman and a white man who's a damn nurse who was carrying and concealing when it was his right to carry and conceal. What did I say to you a while back, Daryl? He gonna wind up pissing off the wrong people.
Well, of course, when you don't care who you piss off, that's a matter of time. You're gonna piss off the wrong one. But this is something I have also said. The public, and they have not failed me yet, have notoriously short ass memories. This stuff that's going on right now in February of 2025, is it still going to be in people's head in November? You see what I'm saying? That everybody like got goldfish memories, fucking squirrel memories. All of this stuff that's going on right now, they're going to act like it ain't never, ever, ever happened come midterm. Watch what I tell you.
Well, you know what? Here we go. I like what you just said. That's a woke statement. And the reason why I call that a woke statement is because you telling us not to go to sleep. I like that. So here's what we do. I like this all day. I can't necessarily say you doing it, but what I would do is make it my business to no less than what I do with James Fishtank is keep that front and center.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna forget. You want to divide. You don't get to do this no more. We're sick and tired of this. That's my running thing for 2026 anyway. Any political candidate that wants to play identity politics, I don't give a damn who you are. No, you cannot run for political office. You can't. You're unqualified.
Kamayo said he only popular to his base. Everywhere else, he is sub 30 in popularity. Regular news does not report that. You know what? And that's the thing that I always get frustrated having to point out to people. There are two different sets of news. Okay, there's right-leaning news and there's left-leaning news. Right-leaning news tells you that left-leaning news is fake news, is spin jobs, is this, that, and the third. Left-leaning news tells you right-leaning news is propaganda, is brainwashing. They're trying. So between the two of them, this is what I tell everybody to do. Who, what, when, where, and why. Fuck all that other stuff they talking about. Okay, because we got too much op-ed and not enough, as my man used to say on Dragnet, just the facts. Tell me what's facts. Don't tell me what you think. Don't tell me what you feel. Just the facts. They don't do that no more. Walter Cronkite was very good at doing that.
Dan Rather, Barbara Walter.
I don't need to hear all this fluff. I don't need to hear all this fluff and BS and the story according to Anderson Cooper. You know what I mean? Just tell me the facts.
Check this out. A couple of things. See if you pick up what I'm putting down.
All right.
Folks have a tendency to, if you disagree with them, feel you lean one way or the other just because you disagree with them.
Absolutely.
And then on top of this, denying the eye test. We football fans, the eye test. You will have somebody say, well, the immigrants are taking all the jobs. Hold on, where you work at? Where you live at? Are there any immigrants where you at taking up any jobs? That's the stuff that I ask myself. Okay, well, the immigrants are taking up all the Medicaid. Hold on, do you work for Medicaid? How many illegal immigrants have you talked to that apply for Medicaid? Come on now. When you went to the DCF, Department of Children and Family, did you see any illegal immigrants in there, or did everybody in there either look black or white? Because that's the majority of the people in there. The majority white. Why we want to not tell it what it is.
All these so-called immigrants, all these so-called criminals, all these so-called people who are a danger to the United States of America, when ICE come and get them, where they be at?
But this is the thing.
They be at work. They be at work.
Right. When folks get caught up on it, like a dude that I said, well, Theo, the women out here are aborting live fetuses.
Were you in the clinic?
This is a dude from Thomasville, Georgia, who calls himself a Christian, who claims to be 1/3 Native American, this, that, and the third. No, you're confused. I asked the dude, I said, stop, because I was getting mad. I said, don't say that to me no more. He said, what? I said, how old are you? He's like 3 years younger than me. I said, in the 50-something years you've been living, has any woman you've ever been with known aborted a live fetus? No. Interesting. I said, okay, your friends, I think based on how you get down, you're a heterosexual man. Your friends, they knocking females' blocks off left and right. Any of them come to you with any horror stories since you've been living that one of their lady friends aborted a live fetus? Any of them? No, then shut the fuck up telling me that dumb shit that somebody put in your fucking head. You know better. And that's where I'm at with it. The eye test. The eye test. You know what's going on. You're just choosing to be a bigot, racist, narcissist, misogynist, whatever you want to call it. You see it for what it is. Marjorie Taylor Greene been seeing it for what it is. For her to sit up there and now say, oh, no more identity politics. Ma'am, when they said childless cat ladies, you should have stepped up then. You said nothing. Now you want to pull it back in because the genie you let out of the bottle is no longer in your control. You're unfit for political office as well. Appreciate you for finally having the titular fortitude to speak with some gumption. Not testicular, but titular fortitude. So, like I said, man, people, I think you and I thank you so much for bringing that up tonight. We just need to be stewards. Because
well,
you know you said it. We're gonna wind up forgetting. We need to just be steward, be on duty.
There ain't been a year where it was something crucial in politics that folks needed. Bruh, I was on the radio pumping this shit, mad crazy. I was in the community pumping this shit, mad crazy. And 55%, 55% said, I do not give a damn what you talking about. I'm about to go over here and vote for this cat.
You know what? So
women at that. Women. I can't understand how a woman would vote for somebody. I can, but it just don't make no sense. Grab them by the, and you still want to vote?
I got you, and it's your fault. I got you. So I'm watching a video, right? And you heard me listening to R&B music when you came on and everything like that. Before then, I was listening to the most influential hip hop rap songs.
Okay.
Of the 80s and 90s. You know, we went back to some Pete Rock, CL Smooth. You know what I'm saying? We went back to some KRS-One. And I was telling Alicia, I said, you know, because, you know, me and you talk about it, make you go back in the daytime, back in the day when we remember when we had to chain the African medallion around our neck. I saw that video. I told Alicia, I said, Alicia, you knew who was pro-black. You couldn't tell. I said, Alicia, we have on our long sleeve denim shirt, maybe our baggy denim jeans and everything. You see one of us had the African medallion around our neck, might have had a beret, the African cane. Daryl.
I had a liquor stick. Yeah, I had a liquor stick.
So this is me, Rock With Me Nation, right? Communications. That was my major in Florida State. The Rock With Me Nation, rock with those that rock with us, right? And shout out to the Rock With Me Nation. We at 1480. Man, thank y'all so much. Couldn't have did that without y'all. Y'all keep pushing. That ain't what this is about. We talk about imagery, representation, love, and loyalty, right?
Right.
We do a hell of a job pushing Black Panther imagery and everything like that. And we've gotten not necessarily the results that we wanted, but we've gotten some positive results, right?
Hell yeah.
Well, Daryl, back in the late 80s, African American culture was stylistic, but it also served as a symbol. It was fashionable to wear it, and it was easy to come across. You got influenced by the culture. The culture influenced you. You influenced the culture. We were rocking cross colors. We was rocking proud colors back. And when I say proud color, I mean like bold colors, green, orange, yellow, and everything like that. That can be done again.
Okay.
That can be done again. Like that sense of fashion style, it ain't like we don't want it. We just don't have access to it. But make it accessible, make it affordable. We can influence a nation. When we do that, you know what? Considering us to be non-influenced, having ass fools, I think it's safe to say we've been able to do that to a degree. So, you know.
Right. And it just to bring it back around to where we started at with this monkey reference. Okay. First, how long? I mean, I ain't even gonna go into because I think it was you. I'd have had this conversation with a few people. If you look at a monkey, then look at a Black person, then look at a Caucasian person, who has features more similar to a monkey? A Black person or a Caucasian person? I don't even have to answer that. We already know. You already seeing it in your head, like, thin lips, straight hair, pale skin, little bitty old baloney lips. You know what I'm saying? Dude, we don't even have to argue about that. We don't have to argue about that. But yet and still, because of their own insecurity,
I think
they perpetuate lies.
I think what it is that, and we've talked about this before because we know the true source of it. It's always been about classism. It wasn't about racism. You had to own somebody over here when you got here to be considered a citizen and everything like that. Some people fell for the okie doke. I'm not blind. I'm not, because for us to get here means it was folks condoned it, as in had a blind eye. For us to get to where we are right now, we look at the exiting polls. More they women voted for him than didn't. More they men voted for him than didn't. So you can say whatever you want to, but at the end of the day, you have consented. Silence is consent. You condone this particular behavior. So I'm aware, awoke, wake, if you will. It is I don't want to say refreshing, but it is encouraging to see them being active for once. For once. Finish the drill. Finish the drill, because you did not finish the drill when George Floyd got deleted. Finish the drill. Finish the drill means you change your voting habits this November. Finish the drill. Finish the drill. Don't be out there grandstanding for nothing. Finish the drill. Finish the drill. Because you didn't do that last time.
Yeah. And in a philosopher and politician, a British philosopher and politician who goes by the name of Edmund Burke, is popular for the saying, all that is required in order for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Okay. That should be self-explanatory. Okay. If we consider ourselves good, we consider ourselves good men, we got to do something at whatever level it's at. Wherever your level of impact is, you need to be firing on all cylinders, 10 toes down on that type of stuff. Because if we don't do nothing,
and I think it's so significant to reiterate this. We don't have to agree on how we're gonna get there, but we shouldn't allow folks to divide us. Like, it's united. It's right there in our name. It's right there in our name. So
that part. I mean, and it's been going on quiet as kept for centuries. When you said Democrat and Republican, you just divided the so-called United States right down the middle, and it's been divided that way. When have you ever, unless it's a war that affects the entire planet, you will never see Democrats and Republicans work together towards the same cause.
Let me tell you something. It's like I said, you spit nothing but facts, and the stuff that you're saying is easily researchable. We go back. We know Abraham Lincoln didn't end slavery for us. That was an economic move. That's what that was. No differently than we know why the South objected to it. It's right there in their minutes. They keep the minutes online. You don't even get halfway through their minutes as to why they objected to slavery ending. No differently than when we get to the Southern strategy. We know why Black people switched up from voting Republican to voting Democrat. It's because civil rights was on the table. That's what the Democrats offered. We also know what the Republican did is in response to it. They adopted the Southern strategy. They could have easily said, we're not going to do that. At any point in time, either side could have said, we're going to officially stamp it out. They never did.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the difference between saying and doing. You can blow smoke up my butt all day, or put syrup on pancakes I mean, put syrup on shit and call it pancakes. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we supposed to do when people just keep on lie after lie after lie after lie after?
I got a question for you. You ever been to Germany?
I have not.
Okay. So, and neither have I. But it's safe to say Germany not having issues, right? Like on local news, we're not getting like bombings in Germany, like mass shootings in Germany. We not got that going on in Germany, like international news. I asked that question for this reason right here. You and I both know you can't fly a swastika over there in Germany.
Right.
It's illegal.
Right.
Are they hurting as a nation because it's illegal to fly the Nazi swastika?
No, if one might say they're thriving.
All right. So I come over here to America, and I think every American would probably say we're better than Germany. That's what we say.
Yeah. But the reality of it is we
right.
Embrace a different philosophy.
Right. So why is it illegal to fly the Nazi swastika in Germany, but legal to fly not only the Nazi swastika in America, but also the Confederate flag? Because I'm pretty sure over there in Germany it's civilized and you also have the ability to free speech.
To a certain degree.
All right. And we're not going to act like they're conservative in their approach because, well, you and I being who we are, they get busy for the get busy over there in Germany. Like they interracial relations. They don't really have them problems over there. Like everybody.
Well, bear in mind. It ain't even been 50 years, barely 50 years since they tore down that wall, right? So in many ways they are new to that concept of thinking.
Seem like they embraced it in ways we never did.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Is it easier to embrace something because you want to, or is it easier to embrace something because you have to?
I'm gonna say it's easier to embrace something if you want to. I'm gonna say they wanted that. I'm gonna say they were done with that. I'm gonna say like this: for you to be committed to it, you don't like it, you don't want it over here. By and large, as a nation, we're dead set against it, and we don't need to revisit it. That's what they're telling me. Because as humans, we're not as prone to do what we have to do, need to do, as much as doing what we want to do.
Okay.
So,
I want to get this comment real quick, and we revisit. Grand Madam asks, do you think the two-party system is going to continue after this country dividing era? If don't nobody say something, or if don't nobody step up and go, this shit ain't working and it never has, we got to do something different. Yes, Grand Madam, I think it will continue simply because people want to change. They don't want to embrace change when it hurts. But unfortunately, that's all change is, growing pain. Right?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I was just kind of like thinking about the whole two-party system because I mean it's broken. I think the problem with the government, the way it's set up, is that you can get rich off of being a politician.
And that's the wrong reason to be a politician.
Exactly. And that's why way too many of them do it. Because if it was about the people, then you couldn't be bought by big pharmaceutical, any business, because you would understand you were there for the business. But way too many of them get there. And I'm not saying anybody is above it, but it's way too many of them that fall victim to it. They're not there for the people. They're there for the free benefits. They're there for the book tours. They're there for the promotions and everything, the speaking engagements. That's what they're there for. They're not there for the American citizen. You and I said this before. It should be easy to either lower the either increase minimum wage or lower what's the word I'm looking for? Because minimum wage doesn't pace with the cost of living. Lower the cost of living. It's simple math.
Ooh,
what drives this country is disposable income. It ain't what we got to spend money on. It's what we want to spend money on. That's the capitalism thing. If you and I have more disposable income, the economy flourishes. It don't flourish if we can only got money for our bills, our home, our car. And a car ain't a necessity.
So we would spend more than 1 trillion a year if we felt like it was something we could do with disposable income?
What I'm saying is this: if you look at the average person, and let's just say if you had more money, more income, you would spend more money. Now, would you say
I would invest more?
I'm not saying. Now, watch this. When I say spend more money, I'm not saying you just throwing money to the winds and everything like that.
I get what you're saying too, but in order to make money, you got to have money.
But
and have your money working for you.
Everybody not gonna think like you. I'm a businessman too. I would invest in my business. Me and you got more money. Daryl, Theo, what's going on? Kamoyo, Mr. Smith, Grand Madam Taro. We're starting a business. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. But that we do still have excess income to spend on other things. Now that's us. You got folks that ain't got no, I'm finna start a business or nothing. They finna just throw it out there. That's why I don't like stores like Walmart. You would get that back from your employees. You're a one-stop shop. They're gonna do their grocery shopping in there. They're gonna do their clothes shopping in there. They're gonna do their Easter shopping in there. They're gonna do their Halloween shopping. They're gonna do their
Yeah. And again, Grand Madam brings up another great point. Change hurts and can be very scary. And right after that, she says, change or be changed. And that is what Project 2025 was all about. We getting ready to change. And if you don't like it, too bad. We changing. We changing the dynamic of what's going on in this country. We changing how Caucasian people talk to everybody who ain't Caucasian. We changing how Caucasian men interact with Black women. We changing how Caucasian men interact with middle school children. You know what I'm saying? And it's like one demographic in this country has been made very, very comfortable, very, very arrogant, very, very flippant, very, very verbose about saying whatever the hell is on their mind, and think it's wrong for them to get hit in the mouth for it.
I want us to understand the arrogance and the hubris is on both sides. And when I say this, you're going to know what I'm talking about. So you got ICE over here, right? Well, see, here's some things me and you just know we not fishing to do. The police then pulled up.
All right.
I ain't finna sass Mr. Officer. I damn sure ain't pulling away because Mr. Officer might let off a clip. Yes, sir, Mr. Officer. Is it okay if I take my hands off the steering wheel right now? No, because I don't want no problem. That's how me and you get down. Also, I appreciate it. I'm not knocking it, but what we not fishing to do, even though we know it's our right, our constitutional right, we not finna show up to no rally where folks got pew-pews consciously wanting to use them against us. We know we got the right to carry and conceal. We not carrying and concealing nothing. Matter of fact, the cell phone is in the car because we just know they looking for a reason. You ain't used to this. When I say you, I ain't talking about me and you. You ain't used to how to engage. You've been fooled for years that you could just talk to the police any way you want to and just go about your business.
Yeah. but for them, it's always been like that. You know what I'm saying?
They learning a slow lesson. It ain't like that right now under this administration.
Yeah. Okay. What did he? Oh yeah, and see, there was Grand Madam. We talking about this earlier.
We were.
One of the popsicle crew finally got popped in Compton. First thing Wednesday morning. There will be more. Yeah. Now, what? I was just saying this to Theo, Grand Madam. What on earth possessed those people to go to Compton? And they went right in the area where it's 3 gangs actively in conflict with each other. Oh, you finna go over there and start something? Oh, and they found how that it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun and you got red and blue rabbits shooting back. Oh, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You got pew pew and everybody else ran out of there like mice abandoning a sinking ship. Yeah, y'all know what's going down.
So this is when I want folks to know ICE has nothing to do with the military, because that's not how the military is engaging the urban terrain. We're not engaging the urban area like that. We're definitely not engaging hostiles in the urban area like that, just walking down the middle of the street like it's nothing. So to those ICE agents, you need to go back to training. And let me just go ahead and say that it's Compton. It's Compton. It's Compton.
Period.
I don't know what you think. That ain't Millington. That's Compton.
I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait for him to roll through the Chi. I can't wait for him to roll through Oakland. I can't wait. Bruh, please come through there thinking you get ready to find some problems. But you're going to find some problems. You ain't going to find the problems you was looking for, but you're going to find some problems. Greg Adams said they can run out of Baltimore.
Can I go ahead and give a public service announcement?
PSA.
So to those of y'all ICE, I don't know what your troop handler got you doing, just walking down the street with your arm down like this. Like, you can't do nothing with it like that. That ain't what we're doing. The urban areas don't fear that and everything. The urban areas are actually used to dealing with, well, they actually used to dealing with real law enforcement. I'm just gonna say it like that. They used to dealing with real law enforcement. And so we got them pretty things flying across the Atlantic. That's not a lyric, that's actually a fact. Brothers still do use birds as messenger systems in the inner city and everything like that. And walking down a neighborhood whose buildings might look deserted does not necessarily mean said building is deserted. I would stay away from urban areas. That's my public service now. I'm trying to help you out. Stay away. Don't do that.
Grand Madam said they tiptoed in Baltimore, got found out, and now they're gone.
Yeah, because brothers, regardless of what colors brothers wear, the hoodie is black. The skull cap is black. The jeans are black. They got black Air Force Ones, and maybe y'all don't know what they got. The black Air Force Ones, black tees, black boots, black Air Force energy is what we're talking about. The only color they got is the mask around their face. That's it. You got a mask, they got a mask. The thing is, they wearing all black.
They don't want that food. They don't want that food. They don't want that food. They don't want. Hey. Well, Kamayo say real law enforcement don't come to the hood on that type of time.
And then let me say this. Let me just throw this out there. Thugs, real goons. There's a difference between them and law enforcement. I'm going to say this. You piss off the wrong one that's a part of a gang, they going to get your personal information. The FBI already got y'all personal information. The United States of America, Homeland Security already got your personal information. They just not gonna reveal it to the public. Well, the same folks, you stop running up on them folks because them folks got resources and they will get your personal information. I'm saying that so you can understand who you dealing with. They will get your personal information, your driver's license, your social security. In essence, they will track you back to your home. It's a different breed of animal. This ain't the citizens in the streets. No, these, okay, never mind. And y'all ain't listening to me no way. Never mind.
Yeah. You could track me back to my house if you want to. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I ain't gonna say nothing there. You can track me if you want to. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about the thugs. They act like the Crips, the Bloods, and all them cats can't pull up. You act like they in the drug game.
They found out Wednesday.
You can't be in the drug game and be stupid.
No, you can't. You absolutely cannot.
And here we go. You ready? You ain't in the drug game and you ain't got connects to the feds.
Okay. I think I've crashed out enough.
They might have got tipped off that Daryl. You ever start to think they might have got tipped off they was on the way? Hey, yeah, they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Hey man, they on the way, get the straps ready. That was in Jobu. Get the straps ready.
Get the straps ready. Okay. Now there are a lot, and I'm segueing now. There are a lot of independent comic creators out there. Some of them have had discussions with companies and have been in some kind of negotiations or talks for live action versions of their IPs. The Antagonists is one such independent property that has been in talks for live action treatment. Tuskegee Heirs is another one. And yet a third one, Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. Now, I don't know how excited people would be to see this. So I'm asking, out of those three, if they were to make a live action version, three?
I'm going to see all three.
Well, let me finish first.
Okay.
Which one would you want to see first? Because think about it. There wasn't no Blade till it was Blade.
Can I go to what it should be chronological order? Let me start with Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. That low key could set me up for some Tuskegee Heirs and everything like that, and then it could lead me down the low road to the other one.
Antagonist.
The Antagonist. Yeah, can I do that? Could I set it up like that? That way I low key setting up. I got a possible connect the universe.
So you want to see Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer?
Yeah, first. Let me get that first.
Okay. Great where I'm at. I want to see that first.
I ain't mad at either one of them, but I'm just saying, if you're going to tell me I can go in chronological order, now let me get that. Let me get Harriet Tubman, and then let me get the Airman, and then let me get the Antagonist. Yeah, let me get that.
I would do it different because I want that first.
That's why I make you wait.
Then what's that?
I say that's why I make you wait, because I know you want that one first. I want to make sure you coming back. Let me build up to it.
And then I want to see that, because if you look at how they are set up, the antagonist is set closer in a more present time. Like that's the closest to the present, especially the way the story's told. They talk about like them being teenagers in the late 80s. You know, and then I remember at one point some cat saying to Calvin's wife, or the woman who becomes his wife, "Hey, when you gonna let me hit them skins?" How how long it been since how long it been since you said that to a woman? It been at least 30, 40 years.
I don't think I've ever used that phrase. I don't think. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I've never said, "When you gonna let me get them skins?" I don't think that's ever come out of my mouth. I said something, but that wasn't it. I said something that wasn't it.
You get what I'm getting at. 80, 90 lingo.
I'm right there with you, big dog. I'm right there.
You were fluent. You were fluent in it.
Yeah. Let me get. Okay. Let me get. What's up with that? What you mean that? I mean that. What's good?
let me knock the stuffing off that egg McMuffin. You know what I'm saying? So
now, I was joking when I said it, but I have said that. I have said that. Now it was in jest. I have said that.
I know you have. and then for the third one, go retro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I want Harriet Tubman coming at mugs like Django. So no matter when it come out, she putting his to bed. Period. Point blank. It don't matter when it happened. It's going dizam. Now, with these guys, what I think is so great about this and why it'll be so successful is they're bad guys.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. They're bad guys. However, the good guys are worse than the bad guys in this universe. The only reason they're bad is because they're trying to change the dynamic of their world. They don't want their world controlled by corrupt people no more. They want people to do what they say they're going to do. But unfortunately, we live in a world where people lie. So everybody ain't going to do what they say they're going to do. They ain't going to come close.
Don't catch you tripping up. Don't catch you tripping up.
That part.
This is America.
Now, what about my man Titan? Titan the Ultraman.
Yeah.
You feeling that?
I'm gonna tell you where I'm at with it. We come from an age when we was getting like Spike Lee and everything like that. And we knew those movies weren't on big budgets. We knew that. And even still, we have this day and age where we have independent film shows, presentations, Sundance Film Festival, just to name one of them. You said something a while ago. How many black billionaires do we have in America?
Less than 20.
Is it 20? Like 19?
Less than 30.
Less than 30. I think it's about 20. So yeah. When you know you got 20 black billionaires in America, and I want to say 200 black millionaires, there's no excuse for why we don't have it.
Well,
did I need another house party? No. Did I need another Space Jam? Hell no. I did not. But these are people that have the money to make things happen. And we see what they're choosing to make happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Like I understand the major studios not wanting to get behind us, back us, and stuff like that. But there's something to be said about releasing our own films. Michael Jai White does an excellent job in getting his stuff out there. I don't know when the last time he relied on a major studio to put his stuff out there.
Yeah.
So if it's about getting if it's about getting it out there, there are more than enough of us out there financially capable of making it happen, to the point where it should have happened already.
Yeah,
streaming services. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could have, But you know, we live in a world. We live in a world, and I'm gonna leave it at that. We live in a world. We live in a world. And
I mean, like no cap. But if we had the resources, right, and here's the thing. Here's the sad part about it. I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that, let's say, by and large, the Rock With Me Nation stayed together in one area, right? With just damn cell phones, we could have already did a damn Demon Slayer, Harry Tubman Demon Slayer movie with just damn cell phones.
Yeah, if that Ice Cube World of Worlds was any indication.
Come on, man. Like, it ain't that damn hard, and it don't require that. It's just, if you want to, you can. And we don't want to sit up here and act like this. A quarter and a nickel. I used to call him 50 Cent. What his name? Curtis Jackson.
Yeah.
He got a studio. Well, what you finna do with the studio down there? It ironically enough, in Kamoyo's area. Okay, with Tyler Perry, what you doing with your studio?
Making Madea movies. Like, and that's the problem. That's the problem I have. You won't challenge yourself. You keep making these same type of movies. We tired of seeing them movies. Can you do something else? There's something going on. There's something going on besides a woman that ain't got a man no more, and then a dude get out of jail and be nice to her. There's more going on than that. There's more going on than Madea. There's more going on than these evil, diabolical stories that black men and women get into. Do something different.
Think about what we're saying, though. When we're saying it, you don't hear him talk about stuff like that. He'll be perfectly honest with you. You don't hear the best friend of Mr. Sexy Flexy saying shit like that. You don't. It's always some stereotypical trope type of nonsense. Okay, well, you don't think you can make some money with Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer? Or is it that the folks that have Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer won't let you touch it?
Could be. Because in order to have that conversation, or in order for that conversation to move forward, the money got to be right. And from what I understand, it's them, and any one of them, anytime come here and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's them saying, the companies like your Disneys and your Warner Brothers and places like that, saying, we'll pick this project up, but you got to put this much towards it before we'll come in and do the rest.
So that's when I look back and I say, okay, so you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I ain't mad at that. 1.3 billion. See, when you know you walking with the big stick, I ain't mad at that. You say you're gonna cut. Okay, hey fellas, bada bing, bada boop, bada bop. We already know we showing up and showing out for Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Don't play with it. We already know if the script is a banger, we know we showing up and showing out for the antagonist, if I'm not mistaken. And we know we showing out for the airmen, the Tuskegee Airs. We already know that. Them movies gonna be lit. It's gonna be folks from all across the aisles coming to see all of that stuff, because even though these would be promoted as black projects, there are people that don't look like Harriet Tubman that are Harriet Tubman fans. There are people, and me and you know it from going to see Red Tails in the movie theaters. How many veterans we seeing that didn't look like us? Quite a few. So Tuskegee Airs is going to cross over. The antagonist, that's a great story. I got to read it, but the concept behind it, where they're villains, but not necessarily because the bad guys, that's corporate stuff. Folks get behind that. So yeah, I ain't mad at that because I know we're going to get that money. 1.3 billion.
Yeah, I mean,
1.3 billion.
We talk about bad guys. What bad guys? But we talk about the main protagonist coming into the White House and being able to threaten the president, but can't nobody around the president do nothing about it. So that and how comfortable of a thought is that for somebody who is pro-red. Could that really happen? Oh goodness, what if that happened? Could that be done to us?
What, Daryl? Watch this. I just want them to understand, because I was talking to my daughter. She said she was gonna watch it. What was the name of the movie?
What's it about?
It was John Travolta, and I want to say Harry Belafonte in it. I watched it when I was a kid.
Bullworth.
No,
not Bullworth. John Travolta and Harry Belafonte.
I want to say it was something because
White Man's Burden.
White Man. Thank you. I could not remember. We already did this movie.
Okay.
Like, and I'm saying, like, now here's the thing. Maybe we need to put that. Here we go. Ooh. Come on over here, big dog. Can I talk to you? What say this weekend? Me, myself, and you, right?
Right.
We try and find White Man's Burden on the streaming service. What say me and you watch it? Right?
Right.
Do a little photos, get some downloads, some photos here and there and everything like that, and come back and do a nice little movie review with the Rock With Me Nation.
Huh. Okay.
And now to set it up, what we'll do is we'll start advertising it on our various TikToks and everything like that, social media accounts, to let folks know we fixed to talk about White Man's Burden. Do y'all know when this movie came out?
1995.
Ooh, see, I know what you're scared of. This it right here. But see, this is your burden. This is not mine, because I wouldn't act like this. But this is me acting like you.
Oh, Margaret Avery was in that movie. Harry Belafonte, Margaret Avery, John Travolta, and I want to say Kelly Preston.
Bruh, do you not know every time I put up that thumbnail for that movie, white folks be like, wait, what's this? I be like, oh, you never saw this.
Hey, I tell you why they ain't seen.
Woo! That's the drop squad for them. That's the drop squad.
That's pure fantasy. They don't want to entertain. They don't want to entertain that at all, because it hits too close to home. You know what I'm saying? Privilege is a mother. And that's all I can say about that without giving too much of it away. Privilege is a monster.
If y'all ain't seen White Man's Burden, y'all go check that out. Go check that out. It's February. As a matter of fact, what's on your anything on your I know you got to go check you got to go pick up the misses and everything like that.
Oh, we almost there. What's on my well, here we got two more topics.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
And then we'd be done. Okay, so the next topic was about reducing our footprint with the big two. Okay. As far as DC goes, probably the only thing I have been covered with DCKO is DCKO and the Absolutes. Other than that, I ain't really doing nothing with DC. And if it ain't no Black Panther, guess what?
Right. I think we got one more issue of the Avengers to cover. Okay. We'll see where we're going with that one. Of course, T'Challa and Aurora are in that. I'm gonna spin the block on that latest issue of Absolute Batman, Absolute Green Lantern this weekend. Get those out.
Absolute Batman was fun.
I believe it. I haven't, aside from your review, I ain't read it, but I'm gonna get into it.
It's fun.
To your point, reducing the footprints. We got Black Panther content that we could get out on a continuous basis, so we don't need to rely on that. Ultimate Black Panther is over with. I'm not dealing with the Ultimates at all. Miles's run is coming to an end. As a matter of
fact, oh, heaven forbid they're ending Miles. See, y'all didn't think it could happen to yours. It can happen to yours too. Next time when we talking, y'all be listening.
I think they're rebooting Aurora. She's now the strongest mutant on Earth.
Okay. Cool.
But we know why. We know why I'm not. So that is what that is. DC Green Lantern Corps. Because we got a bunch of chocolate and caramel on the Green Lantern Corps.
We do.
I think Ernie once said that is the blackest comic book in all of DC right now.
Pretty much. Yeah.
They got Joanna Mullen on it. Teen Lantern, John Stewart, Simon Bass.
Jessica Cruz.
Thank you, Jessica Cruz. Like, that's chocolate and caramel through and through. Like, y'all got to keep that coming.
Yeah, that dark as they can get it.
I got to do that.
Like, I
don't even be collecting necessary for the story. It's just I know we in it.
Yeah, I think the last run I collected, and it was the one that helped me, that I kind of like gleaned a little bit of information for the Justice League Lust Triangle, when John Stewart teamed up with Shira, and they were helping the Tamarins. And Blackfire, she kept dropping hints at John Stewart, like, yeah, I sure would like some of that. Oh yeah, you let me know anytime you want to get together. Hey, you're very pleasing. I'm like, she's super thirsty. Why she going at John like that?
Can I say, man, that like, okay, the Share thing was cute.
Right.
It was cute on Justice League. It was cute.
Yeah.
Am I wrong for one, John? Yeah, I just want to get some chocolate love. That's all. That's all I want.
Well, I mean, he was kicking it with Mari for a hot second.
He was. Can we get that back? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Yeah.
I want that old thing back.
Come on, man.
Well, you know what? Quiet as kept. I liked it when John and Katma were together.
That was cute too.
I mean,
but see, I didn't know nothing about the sister before Katma, right? Because Katma came first, and they deleted my dog.
Well, Katma from the same planet as Sinestro.
Yeah, but they deleted my dog though. They deleted Katma. I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I was good with Katma. I was rocking with Katma. They deleted it, and then they introduced my dog to the young lady. She hunting for lanterns, and then she become a damn Zamaron. I'm like, man, come on, man, that's perfect. You got Hal and Carol over here. Why I can't have them two?
Hey, they like you. They like Jefferson Pierce got a family. That's all y'all getting.
Woo! What's the next topic, big bro, before we get up out of here?
Dwayne McDuffie.
Okay, yeah.
Dwayne McDuffie. Now, I talked a little bit about Dwayne McDuffie on my live last night, but just because the anniversary of his passing is coming up on the 21st, which is the same day as Malcolm X's passing. What is your favorite Dwayne McDuffie moment in comics, and what is your favorite Dwayne McDuffie moment in cartoons? Because we know he did Ben 10, Justice League Unlimited, and Static Shock. So
that's easy for
you
me.
You got a few to choose from.
That's easy for me. I go to his run on Justice League. They actually let him write Justice League.
Okay.
This was after Brother I and everything like that, and he was getting ready to revamp the team. They didn't let my dog ride with it. He had Justice League Shadow Cabinet. I think Icon and Superman act like they were slugging it out, and Superman say, "Damn, I almost broke my hand."
Superman or Icon?
It one of might have been Icon hit Superman.
Icon, because Icon wasn't as invulnerable then as he is now.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that. I actually, and it wasn't just that. I enjoyed his run on Justice League and the artwork. I forget the artist, but he's good at whatever he does. As a man, no, Mark Bagley, and it was Fabian Nicieza. I could tell by the artwork. See, you got me doing that now. You got me.
Hey, you got to check for the artist, man. Artists.
Hey, you got me saying, wait a minute. No, that was Fabian the sense of right, because he was the one that's the same damn art style.
Yeah.
So I loved it. Now, as far as my favorite cartoon, just being who I am, what he gave us with Justice League.
Yeah.
What he gave us with Justice League. Like, I think what he gave us with Justice League was so monumental. You know him for Justice League. Him, Bruce Timm, but you definitely know Dwayne McDuffie. And knowing him for Justice League, if you didn't know he was with Milestone, would lead you back to Milestone, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So it's those two things for me. Those two things for me. What about you? What about you?
Comic wise, he had a lot of stuff he did at Marvel. A lot of stuff he did at DC. But for me, it didn't stand out as Dwayne McDuffie until Milestone. Because he did Milestone and then he came back to Marvel. But the Milestone moment, I think that stands out in my brain, that is just so, I talked about it the other night. That Icon and Rocket issue where they're fight, I think it's like issue 2 or 3, they fighting this cat named Payback. And it's just the normal brother, right? But then he turns into this big buff yellow monster and scratches Icon across his chest and rips his suit open and leave a big old scar on Icon's chest. So that's why I was thinking he ain't strong as Superman yet, because this thing just scratched him and cut him open. So how tough can he be? And then there was another story where they had a Luke Cage knockoff named Buckwild. You got to go back and read that shit. I'll tell you, got to go back. My man was dead on some Luke Cage. He even wore yellow. He had a band around his head. He was saying dumb stuff. It wasn't Sweet Christmas, but he was saying something like that. And to me, that was full circle for me, because it's like white writers do that with black folks stuff, take it and put it in their stories and make it their own. And he was doing that. He's like, he was literally what Dave Chappelle was warning folks. I mean, you should have never gave these ends money. Cause now we get ready to do to y'all what y'all been doing to us. And that's what he did. And as far as animated, and a lot of people don't think so. That episode, it's 2 episodes stand out to me. The one where Shazam and Superman fought, and they took that fight, the tactic straight out of Kingdom Come, where Shazam was saying Shazam and moving out of the way and letting the lightning bolt hit Superman. And then that one where they had Meta Brawl. They had like circumvented the Justice League's ear communicators and took over their minds. And the female Justice Leaguers were fighting each other. And you get to see how fucking cold Wonder Woman is, when she was just stomping out everybody. It wasn't nothing they could do with her. It's just like, we gotta hit and run. That's all we can do with Wonder Woman.
Diana, a whole problem.
Because when she came up yes, everybody, that's Wonder Woman. She get ready to kick everybody But just the fact that he understood what the expectation was supposed to be. They ain't supposed to be able to beat Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is her in DC Comics as far as, you know, female characters.
I think that says a lot. That's a testament. I'm gonna ask you this question, and I'm gonna let it hit, because Darren has to go pick up his wife. Darren has to go
Yes,
pick
I
up his
do.
wife.
Yes, I do.
You know what? I'm not even gonna ask you that question. I was gonna ask that question, but I think that's so disrespectful, because I don't. What I was gonna ask you is, who would be the opposite of Dwayne McDuffie? There is nobody.
Yeah, that would have been my answer. I ain't seen nobody do it like he did it yet.
So I didn't. I was like Jonathan Hickman. I was like, Jonathan Hickman hasn't done anything animation wise yet. He great writer. Yes, he's done, but no, he's not Dwayne McDuffie. But
he is not at
still
all.
a great writer, Mr. Hickman. A great writer. Still a great
Oh,
writer.
I mean, he showed T'Challa love every time.
Yeah.
Respect.
Well, big bro, before we let you go, pick up the missus. What do you have planned for this weekend?
This weekend, I am going to do, like I said, I got another DCKO. Lex Luthor versus the Demon. Etrigan. So I ain't gonna just let your imagination run wild with that. Got a couple action figure video. Oh, before I forget, where is it? Got it. Got a new action figure. Well, you know what? I'll just review it. I got Extant. Now, what I want to do with Extant, I want to take the head off Extant and put Jabir's head on him, give him a suit change.
Okay. I got tomorrow. I'm gonna say 12:30.
Okay.
Tune in. It's a Black Panther video. We talking Black Panther Infinity. The reason why I say that is because I'm watching Comics Explained version of it, and I don't think that many of us know really when the intergalactic empire actually started. You thinking Ta-Nehisi Coates? No, you would actually need to go back further, and we're actually covering that story arc right now. So you actually should know by now where the intergalactic empire actually started. But no, 12:30 tomorrow. We're gonna jump into that and everything like that. Talk about it and everything. So pull up for the get up.
For sure. Rock with me, Nation. Y'all have been showing love. I am currently at 912. So won't be too long before we making and shaking and moving and grooving and doing some different stuff.
I like the way you move. Ooh. I like the way you move.
Okay, look here, man. I don't know if I've told you, but I probably have, but I will continue to tell you. You are a factor and a fixture, sir. Keep continuing to do the work that you do, because even on days when you feel like ain't nobody listening to you, they listening to you.
Push pull, bro. Push pull. I thank you so much. As I've said before, what y'all did for my family, the Rock With Me Nation, I owe it to y'all to keep going. Things might move a little bit slower than I want them to, because we're still trying to overcome some hurdles. But any promises that I made, I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep them, and we're gonna continue to grow the legacy of all things Wakanda. That's the dedication. That's it right there. All things Wakanda, and all of our Black characters across all waters, we're gonna make sure they got a home.
Period. and couldn't have said it no better myself. Look here, y'all. This has been Friday Vibing with your man D Real and Theo-B. We'll be coming at you another Friday for another fly day. And until then, y'all be good. Be good to each other. We out here.